Good morning students, welcome back to the class. Today I am going to explain the topic uses of oxygen. I hope all of you know what is the importance of oxygen in the life. It's a very necessary or very important gas in the human life as well as the animals. So simply we can say it is a life supporting gas. Okay, so today I will give you some of the information or some importance of oxygen. The first one, the oxygen helped to us for that respiration process. Respiration process. What's the respiration? It's a biochemical process in the human body. Biochemical process. So it's also, I hope all of you know, we are take that oxygen react with the food into form carbon dioxide and water vapor and energy. Energy in the form of ATP. What is a ATP? ATP means adenosine triphosphate. It's an energy molecules. Okay. So during the respiration, so we are taking the oxygen, inhale the oxygen. This oxygen react with our food. The reaction between the glucose and the oxygen into form some byproducts. So that byproducts is also given here already. So it is a food. So we can simply say it is a glucose. Okay. C6H12O6 is a glucose, and it reacts with the oxygen. It reacts with the oxygen into form some byproducts. Okay. The first one carbon dioxide, second one water vapor, water molecules, and mainly energy. Energy also. So this process is called respiration. Okay, during this respiration, the carbon dioxide gas is released out. Not the point. The carbon dioxide gas released out into the atmosphere. This carbon dioxide, very essential for the plants for their metabolic activities. Okay. The second point, burning. I hope all of you know the burning. Without oxygen, it is not possible. Without oxygen, the burning is not possible. I hope all of you know this point. Burning for the burning process, oxygen is very compulsory. Yeah. So here that C that stands for the carbon. That means or some wood or coal or whatever. The coal reacts with the oxygen. Okay, into form. For example, the burning process, some materials or some substance that is very compulsory for the oxygen. The reaction between that coal and the oxygen into form some byproducts. Into form the products is first one the carbon dioxide. During this combustion or burning process, carbon dioxide is released out. And at the same time, when easy to find, easy to identify, heat energy also produced. Heat energy also produced. And one more product is a light energy. Light energy also produced during the burning process. Okay. Next one, the oxygen help for us for different way. The other one is a medical purpose. I hope all of you know that's a oxygen cylinder. I think you see this the oxygen cylinder in the hospital. So that person having not able to breathe properly. So that time the medical that in the hospital will provide that oxygen cylinder or oxygen mask. Okay, for better respiration process. Okay. And next one, the oxygen is mainly used for welding and the cutting purpose. Welding and the cutting purpose. How it's possible? So it's a very technique and useful technique. So the oxygen and the hydrogen, the two different gas combined together into form one high flame heat energy. So during the reaction between oxygen and the hydrogen into form one of the flame, the name oxyhydrogen flame. So this flame will be produced near about 2800 degrees Celsius. To 2800 degrees Celsius. And one more product, the oxyacetylene flame. So this flame is also produced in near about 3200 degrees Celsius. So this much heat help to us for cutting the metals. Cutting the metal. I hope all of you know metal is a hard substance. So it is not easy to break. It is not easy to break easily. Okay. So that's why we will use this cutting method. So for this type of flame, for the preparation of this type of flame, is a oxygen is very compulsory. What's the name of that flame? Two type of flame. The first one oxyhydrogen flame. Second one oxyacetylene flame. Okay. The next one, for removing the impurities. For removing the impurities, some chemical method. So we are using the oxygen into the impurities. What is the impurities? So unwanted substance present in minerals or any other substance. So we want to remove that unwanted. So we will use oxygen. Okay, for removing the impurities. The next one, for manufacture of chemicals. For manufacturing of chemicals. For example, that fertilizer also, or some other urea, and there some different type of chemicals we are using the oxygen also. Okay. Next one, as a rocket propellant. As a rocket propellant. This is a modern century. So we are using some different type of fuels for that aircrafters and fighter jet or some other rocket. So in the modern time we are using oxygen, liquid oxygen, LOX. Okay, that's a rocket propellant as a fuel. Oxygen is used as a rocket propellant. Okay, as a fuel. Okay. These are the main uses of oxygen. Okay, and next one, the renewal of oxygen. Renewal of oxygen. What's the renewal of oxygen in the air? For example, that human beings every day, this much human beings releasing the carbon dioxide every day, all the time. What happened? The concentration of oxygen in the atmosphere become increase. So increase in the carbon dioxide, that very dangerous, or that directly affecting all other organisms. So we want to maintain the oxygen and the carbon dioxide level equally. For example, plants. I hope all of you know the photosynthesis, chemical reaction photosynthesis. The reaction between the carbon dioxide and the water molecule into form a glucose plus oxygen. That plant will be releasing the oxygen into the atmosphere. The human beings and the animals, that oxygen receiving in their own metabolic activities. After that, this metabolic activities or the respiration process, what happens? The human beings and animals also releasing the carbon dioxide. So here, animals and the plants both are beneficial. So that's why we will maintain that the oxygen and the carbon dioxide balance, carbon dioxide level in the atmosphere. That's why we are able to survive here. If any of one, oxygen or carbon dioxide, is decreased in their level in the atmosphere, that directly affects to other organisms. If that carbon dioxide is increasing, that a human life and human beings or animals, that's very directly affect their life. And in the case of oxygen is increased in the atmosphere, that directly affect the plants. That's why we want to maintain that temperature, maintain the balance of the oxygen and the carbon dioxide in the atmosphere. And next one, the uses of carbon dioxide. Uses of carbon dioxide. Okay, so carbon dioxide also help to us in different ways. Now we are going to study or learn what is the uses of carbon dioxide in the life. Okay, the first one, I hope all of you know this one, that in carbonated drinks. What's the word mean? Carbonated drinks. Carbon dioxide, this means carbon dioxide mixing in the water or any aerated drinks. So aerated drinks means what happen? The mixing of the carbon dioxide. That's why that water become making bubbles after opening that top. Okay. So for that for the manufacturing of the aerated drinks, we are using carbon dioxide. Okay. And next one, as a refrigerant for the preservation of food. As a refrigerant for the preservation of food. I hope all of you know this one. We are also storing and keeping some food items, fruits, vegetables and meat in the fridge. Okay. What is the function? What is the process going on inside there? So inside that refrigerator, you use that dry ice. That means salt, carbon dioxide. Okay. So here is one of the sublimation process. Sublimation process. I hope all of you know what is the sublimation. The salt directly changing into gas. And here dry ice, that means salt carbon dioxide. So the salt carbon dioxide is very cold. That's why it is used in fridge or refrigerators. So mainly this very cold substance help to us for preserving the food like meat and fruits, vegetables like that. Okay. So the next one, the manufacturing of urea. Manufacturing of urea. Urea is one type of fertilizer. It's a very important for that all the plants for their metabolic growth or their development. Okay. So here the chemical reaction is given here only. How the carbon dioxide help to manufacturing of urea. This is a chemical formula of urea. So here the ammonia react with the carbon dioxide. So, okay, the use of carbon dioxide. The carbon dioxide is helped to means the reaction between the carbon dioxide and ammonia into form a urea, and then one more product water is formed. So the formation or the manufacturing of the urea, that the carbon dioxide is very compulsory. Okay. And the next one, in the manufacturing of the chemicals. Manufacturing of the chemicals. So some chemicals that are prepared or manufactured by the help of carbon dioxide. Let's see which type of substance like that one. The mainly the washing soda and the baking soda. Washing soda and the baking soda. The washing soda is also named sodium carbonate and the baking soda is called sodium bicarbonate. Okay. So for the chemical manufacturing, the carbon dioxide is very compulsory or very important for us. The next one, in the food industries. So the carbon dioxide help to us in the food industries also. How it is possible? Let's see. I hope all of you know that cake and dosa, idli, some different type of food items is prepared. So that food item is very soft. How it is possible? It is possible in the help of the baking soda. Baking soda. Okay. The baking soda, how to help the food items? I'll listen carefully. First one, we are introducing and we are adding few amount of the baking soda into the food. Otherwise, it is mixing with the water and after mixing into the dough. Okay, so dough. After mixing of this one, what happens? The carbon dioxide is trapped inside the dough. So slowly or gradually afterwards, that dough turned to soft and spongy. So according to this way, that food items turn to spongy or softness. So here that carbon dioxide helped to us for making the food items become soft. And next one, the role in the photosynthesis. This is a very familiar topic, photosynthesis. For the formation of glucose, during the photosynthesis, the carbon dioxide is very compulsory component. Okay. So the reaction between the water and the carbon dioxide into form glucose and the oxygen during the photosynthesis. I hope all of you know the photosynthesis process. So during this photosynthesis, carbon dioxide is a very essential component. Okay. And the next one, in fire extinguisher. How and why we are using the carbon dioxide in the fire extinguisher? Comparatively, it's very simple. The carbon dioxide is not a supporter of fire and not at all. So it is not. It's a simply that the carbon dioxide is not a supporter and not a combustible. That's why we are using that carbon dioxide in the fire extinguisher. So mainly that density compared to the other gases or other gases, what happens that carbon dioxide density comparatively heavy. That's why. So we are applying to the fire, the carbon dioxide going to cut off the fire. So that means that increasing the density and the high density carbon dioxide going to place over the fire. After what happens, there is no contact between air and the other combustible substance. So here make a one small blanket between the air and the combustible substance. According to this way, that fire is going to cut off. Okay. So these are the main points, main uses of the carbon dioxide in the life. Very simple. The first one, carbonated drinks. Carbonated drinks means carbon dioxide is soluble in the water. Soluble in the water. That's why. And next one is using a refrigerant. That means solid carbon dioxide is very cold. That's why that help to the food items to preserve more time, more days. Next one, it is carbon dioxide help to manufacturing the urea. Okay, the urea chemical formation is already chemical formula already given here. And next one, the manufacturing of the chemicals. The mainly two chemicals is given here. The one is washing soda and second one baking soda. Okay. And next one, in the food industry for making tough, that food items turn to soft. It is only possible in the help of the baking soda. The baking soda is manufactured in the help of carbon dioxide. Next one, during the photosynthesis. Photosynthesis, carbon dioxide is a main component for the process or for manufacturing of the glucose as well as the oxygen. Next one, fire extinguisher. So carbon dioxide is not a supporter, not a combustible. That's why we are using carbon dioxide is a fire extinguisher. Okay. So thank you.